Right. Good evening, everyone. So we are meeting in grade 8 maths class. So we are now moving to a new lesson today, right? Can everyone hear me? Now you can talk to me, huh? Right. Okay. Okay, Pute. So what was the lesson that we discussed last time? Can you remember? What was the lesson?
Number pattern.
Yes, number pattern. So we totally completed the number pattern. So today now we are moving to the next lesson, perimeter, right? So this is the new lesson, right? So once we completed the number pattern, once we completed the perimeter, so we will have the test, right? Online test for these two lessons. Hari. එහෙනම් අද අපි අලුත් lesson එකට යමු. Right, everyone, write down the topic perimeter. Perimeter. This is the second lesson, perimeter. Perimeter. Right. So first we will identify what is the concept of perimeter. Right. Perimeter means the sum of all the outer length. Right. So what is the, if imagine if we have a right plane figure like this, right? So the perimeter means the sum of all the external length, right, of a closed plane figure, right? So these are the all external length. So we have to add all these length together, right, as enclosing the closed plane figure, right? So here the basic idea, sum of all the outer length, right? Imagine in this diagram, if we have the inside length, they have marked these length, but the perimeter doesn't deal with the inside length. Inside length එක යා deal කරන්නේ නැහැ. Inside length add වෙන්නේ නැහැ. So the perimeter means the sum of all outer length of a closed plane figure. Right. ඒක උත්තර මතක තියාගන්න. Right. So when you see a certain plane figure, if they ask to find the perimeter, so you are running throughout the right closed plane figure. So you are not running inside length. So that is the basic idea. Understood, everyone? Okay, now we will write the definition. Okay, further you know that this is a sum of length. So length is measured by which units? Meters, centimeters, kilometers, right? Such units we can take for the perimeters, right? So perimeter is measured by linear meters, right? Okay. Now we will write this idea. What is perimeter? Right. Write down. Perimeter is the sum of all external length, external length, external length of a closed plane figure. Closed plane figure of a closed plane figure, right? Remember that. So this is the sum of all the outer length, external length of a closed plane figure. Write down this definition. Right. Okay. Today we have Hisali, Julan, Nigan, Sidmi, and Subati. Right. Very good. Right. So what is the keyword here? Sum of all the external length. Right. External length, outer length only. Right. Remember that basic idea. Fine. So now I will draw a plane figure for you. Right. So you can draw any plane figure. Right. And then A, B, C, D, E. Right. Mark right by a color. You have to add these right length together. Then only we can say it is the perimeter. So perimeter is this one. Okay. Draw this sketch and the perimeter. Perimeter means the symbol P equal the sum of all the outer length. Right. So this length is denoted as AB. AB plus here BC, right, plus CD plus DE plus EA, right. So this is the concept of perimeter. You have to add the sum of all the external length, right. Draw this one. AB plus BC plus CD plus DE plus EA, right? So you have to come to the starting points by adding all the outer length, right? Got it? Fine. Right. Now you can write down the subtopic. Perimeter of basic plane figures. Right. අපි දන්න basic plane figures වල අපි perimeter එක හොයන්න යමු. Right. Perimeter of basic plane figures. Right. This is the topic. Perimeter of basic plane figures. ඒ කියන්නේ පුතේ මූලික plane figures, right? Basic plane figures වල perimeter එක හොයන විදිහ තමයි අපි ඉගෙන ගන්නේ. Right. So we have this type of plane figures. See there very carefully. So I am drawing here the first one square. Right. This is square like ABCD. Right. All four sides equal. Right. Here I take the side length L. Then I take the next basic figure, rectangle. See there. So the side length is X and breadth is Y. Okay. Then I take a triangle that is equilateral triangle with side length A. equilateral means all three sides are equal. Then I take isosceles triangle, two sides equal, having length A and the other side is B. Then I take scale and triangle with different length A, B, and C. So now I am going to find the perimeter of each these figures, right? Okay. So here you know that perimeter, we use the symbol P. Why? Perimeter start with P. Okay. Now perimeter means sum of all the outer length. Here L plus L plus L plus L. So L plus L plus L we can denote as, right, similar four L's being added together, then we can write 4L. So just idea, if side length is given, just multiply it by 4. Right. Then you can find the perimeter of a square. Fine. Understand that concept. Oh, so here perimeter given by, right, side length X, breadth is Y. So you know that here X and Y you can add up, then the sum of these two sides is given. So similarly, we have the other, these two sides. So this X plus Y having two times Y, here X plus Y, here also X plus Y. So to multiply this expression by 2, we keep 2 in front of that because it is an algebraic expression. So you can write in this way. Also, you can find out by expand in this equation how p into 2 into x 2x plus 2 into y 2y, right? This is also acceptable, right? So what is the idea? Basic idea, add the length and breadth together and multiply by 2. That is the algebraic expression says us. Okay, here the perimeter equals, everyone don't write yet. Here side length A. So you have to add 3 A's because equilateral triangle. Then generally we can find out A means 3A. So it shows us what? If the side length is given in an equilateral triangle, just multiply it by 3 to find out the perimeter. Okay. Now we are in the last, before the last question. Here two sides equal, we call isosceles triangle. So one side is A here, so that is equivalent to here A and this is B. So you can now write A plus B. So A plus A is added as likely terms to A plus B. So the perimeter given by 2A plus B. Understood? Right. So the last one is scale and triangles, right? Neither side is equal, right? Kavurut samana ne. You have to add all three sides individually and give the answer. So perimeter is given by A plus B plus C. So these are the basic figure we are discussing, right? How to find the perimeters, right? Don't be afraid to the algebraic expressions or algebraic terms. Get the idea, right? Side length into 4, right? Adding side length and breadth, right, multiplied by 2 when the figures are given, numeric values are given. So that is how you deal, right? If side length is given, just multiply by 3, that the idea says. Then if side length is given, 2 times of the side length plus the other side, then three different sides is given, just add 3 dimensions individually. Fine. Right.
Sir, how to write this?
Yes, now you have to write, right, 1 2 3 4 5 figures, right? ඉත මදි නම් පුතේ එක දිගට ලියන්න ඕනේ නෑ, පහලට ලියන්න. Right. Start the writing. So these are the perimeter of basic plane figures. Write down. Once you finish the writing, you can tell that you have finished, right?
Finished.
Right, finish writing. You can hands up. This is not much hard uh, lesson, right? You can clearly identify the concepts. Right. Any newcomers today?
Sir, I am also done.
Okay. Right. Tell me from where are you at your school?
Sir, I will finish writing.
Finish writing. You are not newcomer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Puti. Now everyone finished the writing, so we will start up with the questions now. Okay, now what is the concept? Right, හැමෝම කියන්න පුතේ. Right, now you know what is the perimeter of the square, rectangle, equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, and scalar triangle. Right, so no need to remember this formula, but understand the concept, how you got the answer. හරිනේ මේවා කටපාඩම් කරන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. 4a 2x plus 2y like 3a, right? Just idea. You have to add all the outer length together. That's only. So that is how you learn the mathematics as an expert. ක්‍රමේ අල්ලගන්න. concept එක හොඳට අල්ලගන්න. right? නැත්නම් formula පාඩම් කරන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. කොහොමද මේක ගන්නෙ? right? all outer length add කරනවා. එච්චරයි මේ perimeter එක පුරාවටම concept එක. right? okay. Now we will move to the questions which deals the numeric figures. Now here we just introduce the algebraic figures. Now we are dealing with numeric figures. Right. So now I will give exercise. See there. First example. This is a square, right? How you identify this all four sides equal, and I have given that is one side 5 centimeter. Okay. Then the second one, I have equilateral triangle with side length 6 centimeter. The third one, I have a rectangle. This is the rectangle with side length 10 centimeter and breadth 5 centimeter. Okay. And here I have another, right. First we will do this thing. Right. So perimeter, you know that. Tell everyone. One side length, how many times? 4 times. 5 centimeter. Just you can write 5 centimeter into 4. Then it gives you 20 centimeter. So the units are always compulsory. Right. Units ලියන්න ඕනේ හැම වෙලේම. So here P equal one side 6. Similarly, 3 sides. So height 6 into 3. Right. So now you take the answer 18 centimeter. So here you know that the easiest way, add length and breadth together. So that is the 10 plus 5. Then you know, keep a bracket, the sum of these two sides, multiply by 2. That is the easiest way. So now you know 2 into 10 plus 5 is 15. Right. So now you can find the final answer 2 and 2 into 15. That gives you 30 centimeter. Right. So that is how you deal the question. Right. And the Ganaputta Hamoma, these first three exercise. Then I ask you to do two questions. So this is my fourth question. Medikanita and the gun 5 centimeter. and here 8 centimeter. And here I have a trapezium, here 8 centimeter, here 12 centimeter. These two sides given equal and one side is 6 centimeter. Right, Pute. So these are the three examples that I did, and these are the two examples you have to do by yourself. Okay. So the perimeter lesson we are discussing now.
Done, sir.
Okay. So finish. You can send the answers to me. Chat. We'll see. For fourth question and fifth question, we'll check
Sir,
the answers. Okay, Negan. Thank you. Once you finish, raise your hand for the all the questions. Okay, Putih, finish. Karagyan. Right. So while you are writing, listen to me. Right. Always the perimeter means the sum of outer length. Right. So you are not running inside the length. So that is the very important concept. Right. You are not running the is inside length. Yes, we have received answer from Negan and Subati. Good. Okay, Putte. Now we will check the answers, right? So here that is fine, all the above three questions. Here perimeter equal, right? Sum of all the outer length. So here 5, here also 5 centimeter. So you have to add these two, 5 centimeter plus 5 centimeter plus 8 centimeter. Okay, then 5 plus 5, 10 plus 8, 18 centimeter. Okay, 5 plus 5 plus 8, then it gives you 18 centimeter. Then see there, perimeter. So you have to add all four sides together. So here 6 centimeter, here also 6 centimeter. Then you can add up all these four lengths together. How you? 8 centimeter plus 6 centimeter 2 times, then 6 centimeter plus 6 centimeter and 12 centimeter and all the outer length. Right. Then what is the answer? 8 plus 6, 14 plus 6, 20 plus 2, 12. That gives you 32 centimeter. Units පුතා අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම units තියෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒක හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. හරි? Right. Okay, hands up those who got the answers. These answers too. Right, well done. Okay, right. Now we will move to the another examples. මේවා ලේසි නේද? පොඩි කාලේ නම් අපි ඉගෙන ගන්න දේවල්. Perimeter. Right. This is my next example. Carefully see that. Right. Here given one side is 5 centimeter, right? And here 10 centimeter. So they ask in the perimeter. Right. Okay. So careful thing is perimeter. පුතේ මට කියන්න මේකේ කොයි length එකද කියලා අපි යන්න ඕනේ sum of all outer length. Outer length. එතකොට අපි මෙන්න මේ inside length එකේ යනවද නැද්ද? Do we running through this inside length? Yes or no?
No.
No, we are not running inside length. So starting point, imagine starting here and we are running externally, right? So we have to add all external length only. So don't add this length. Some students write all these 3 and 5 being added. But remember, we are running through the external length and we add only that because the perimeter definition says such that. So 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. This says us these all sides are equal. Then 5 centimeter. How many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you multiply by 4 only. If you multiply by 5, that your answer is incorrect. So 5 into 4, that gives you 20 centimeter. That is what I need to highlight. You will not run through the inside lane. Similarly here, right, seventh question. So it is given that the diagonal length of this rectangle, but remember you are not running through the diagonal because they are asking the perimeter of this plane figure. So you running outside the length. So 6, 8, here also 6, 8, right? Better exchange here 8 and here 6 in the figure because as per the dimensions, the bigger side is this one. Okay. Now, what is the perimeter? Right, the easiest way, length and breadth being added together, 8 plus 6 is added, right? Then multiplied by 2 because similar two sides there. So multiplied by 2. So 2 into 8 plus 6 gives you 14 centimeter. So 2 into 14, that gives you 28 centimeter. That is the perimeter. So you will not add up these diagonal length. Remember that. Arpute. And the gun here, the specialty is you will not add the inside length. So that is what you need to remember. Okay, right? You can draw it. Right. Once you completed, you can raise your hand. හරියට පුතා concepts ටික ඉගෙන ගන්න. Learn the concepts very well when you are learning mathematics. Concepts means how you get this, the basic idea in the perimeter lessons. What is the basic concept? What is the perimeter? Then you should have a proper understanding about what is perimeter. So you know that all outer length to be added. That is what in your mind. So whenever the any figure is given, but you know how to deal with that, just you add only the outer length only. That is the basic concept of the perimeter. Then individually the figure you deal, right? You run through the outer length and add these together. Only that. Okay, finish writing both
Yes.
pictures. Okay. What about others? Complete.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is for you, right? Right. This type of questions differ. Write on perimeter of a square is 48 centimeter. Find its side length. Find its side length. This is first question. Question 9. The perimeter of rectangular shape. Rectangular shape. Land of length 40 meter of length 40 meter is 130 meter. Full stop. Find its breadth. Find its breadth. Find its breadth. Question number 10. මේ දෙක ලියා ගන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා. Question number 8 and 9, and you can type it, then I will help you to do it. Right.
Done, sir.
Right, finished writing. Okay, I will help you, Putta. Here, perimeter of a square is 48 centimeter. Find its length. Right. So I take here perimeter. Now I take this is the square. Perimeter means sum of all four sides. Right. I will take this one side length is A. So I know that. So what is the perimeter now? Perimeter equal 4A. 4 into A. Now perimeter given that 48 centimeter. Now perimeter given asking side length. A is asking. So 4 equal 48. So how to find the A? Just divide by 4 both sides. Right. Then 4 being cancelled. So A equal 48 divided by 4. That means 12 centimeter. 12 centimeter. So side length is 12 centimeters. So in simple manner, right, when the perimeter given of a square, how to find the side length? Just divide by 4. Right, then the side length is given. Hands up those who got the answer. Right, very good. Okay, well done. Nimai. So first question is done. The next one, the perimeter of rectangular shape land of length 40 meter is 130 meter. So that means, right, in a rectangular shape land, right, side length given 40 meter, length is 40 meter. So breadth is asking, I write it as x. Okay. So if this is 40, here also 40, right? If it is x, the breadth other also x. So you can build up an equation, and by solving that also you can deal with the breadth. And then I will say you what is the shortest method of finding that. හරිනේ කරන කෙටි ක්‍රමයක් කියන්න. දැන් අපි බලමු how to find the perimeter in terms of 40 and x. Tell me that there are two ways. So 40 plus x, right? That is the length plus breadth. Multiply with 2, right? Length 40 and I got the breadth x, then multiply it by 2. Then that gives you the perimeter 130. Okay? Length එක breadth එකට add කරලා දෙකින් multiply කරාම තමයි perimeter එක දෙන්නේ. එයා තමයි 130. Right now, to subject x, they are make x solve කරන්නයි තියෙන්නේ. So better way, better things here, multiplication is there, right? So you have to divide by 2 both sides to eliminate 2. Then 2 is cancelled. Then 40 plus x equal 130 divided by 2 means 65. Right? This is like now a simple equation, right? So now x to be subjected. So you subtract 40 from both sides. You also subtract 40 from this side. Now 40 being cancelled out, x equal 25 meters. X equal 25 meters. That is the formal way of doing this one, but I will tell you a very short method rather than this. මේකට වඩා සාමාන්‍ය ගොඩක් ළමයි කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා මම කියන්නම්. Right. මේ ක්‍රමය පැහැදිලි, මේක formula based method එක. So the other method is, right, length එක 40 නේ පුතේ. එහෙනම් 40 ඒව දෙකක් තියෙනවා. Right. breadth එකේවත් දෙකක් තියෙනවා. ඒතර perimeter එක හැදිලා තියෙන්නේ length එකේවත් දෙකකුයි breadth ඒවත් දෙකකුයි එකතු වෙලා. ওই concept එක අපි හොඳට ඔලුවට දාගන්නවා. එහෙනම් length එක කියන්නේ 40 දෙකක්. ඒ දෙක add කරනවා. 40 එක පැත්තක් දීලා තියෙනවා. තව 40 එකක් තියෙනවා. So that gives you 80 meters. Right. Then from the perimeter you subtract this the sum of two length. මේ length එක එකතුව perimeter එකෙන් subtract කරනවා. 130 meter subtract 80 meter. Then that gives you 50 meter. So that is the sum of two breadth. breadth එකේ sum එක තමයි එන්නේ. Right. එතකොට එක breadth එකක් හොයන්නේ කොහොමද? Just you have to divide by 2. So breadth equal now 50 meter divide by 2. 50 දෙකෙන් බෙදෙනවා. කීයද උත්තරේ? 25 meter. Right. 25 meter. 50 meter. 50 දෙකෙන් බෙදුවා 2. 2 4 24. 24 දෙකෙන් 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 24. බලන්න මේක හරියට උස්සන්න. In any method, by any method, you can deal with the question. Right. Very good. හරි. එහෙනම් ඒක පැහැදිලි හැමෝටම. Right. Then I will move to the another questions. You can write it down. චුට්ටක් විතර අපි advanced questions දෙක තුනකට අපි දැන් යනවා. Write down these two questions. The length of, write down the next one. The length of rectangular shaped lamina is greater than its breadth, greater than its breadth by 20 centimeter. If the breadth of the lamina is 30 centimeter, find its perimeter. Find its perimeter. Right. This one question, and this is the next question. The length of a rectangular shaped playground is twice of its breadth. If the perimeter of the playground is 360 meters, find its length and breadth. Find its length and breadth. Right. So I will help you to do these questions, but the first one is easy. You can deal it, but the next one I will help you to do. Right. Right. First write down the question, then we will do together. Right. හැමෝම හරියටම කරගන්න. So today I will finish the second lesson also, the perimeter. Once you wrote it down, then we can complete the questions. Right. Right. So I will help you to do these questions. See everyone. The length of the rectangular shaped lamina is greater than its breadth by 20 centimeters. So I draw a sketch. හැම වෙලේම පුතේ ගාන තේරුම් ගන්න බැරි නම් අපහසු නම් අපි ස්කෙච් එකක් ඇඳගෙන හිමීට වර්ඩ් එකෙන් වර්ඩ් එකට එක්ස්ප්‍රෙෂන් එක ගන්න ගානට. Right, now again I read the question. The length of the rectangular shaped lamina. Okay, this is the length. Fine. Of the lamina is greater than its breadth. This is the breadth. So by 20 centimeter. Okay. එහෙනම් length එක breadth එකට වඩා 20 වැඩි කියලා තමයි ගන්න මුලින් කියන්නේ. If the breadth of the lamina is 30, so now you can mark the breadth. Breadth is 30 centimeter. Now again move to the first wording. Length is greater than its breadth by 20 centimeter. Greater than means addition. So here breadth 30 add 20 because it is 20 centimeter greater than its breadth. So 30 plus 20 gives you 50 centimeter. Now it is the length. Okay. So apply the figures by reading the questions into the sketch. Now here 30, length is 50. So how to find the perimeter of this rectangle? So you know, no. You know that 30 plus 50, the length plus 50 plus 30 into 2, right? So 50 plus 30 is 80, 80 into 2, that gives you 160 centimeter. That is the perimeter. Hands up those who got the answer, 160 centimeter. Right, very good. Niyama. Great. Okay. So that is how you breadth is 30, length is 20 more than that. 20 more than කියන්නේ 20 වැඩිපුර තියෙනවා. 30ට 20 add කරනවා. Right. Imagine they mention 10 is less than that. Right. 30 වලින් 10 less than කියන අඩු වෙනවා. Twice of the twice of the breadth. ඒ කියන්නේ breadth එක වගේ දෙගුණයක් twice. අන්න ඒ වගේ වචන කොහොමද අපි numeric figures වලට apply කරන්න කියලා දැනගන්න. Okay. Fine. So now that question is finished. Now we will deal with the next one. Okay, next says the length of a rectangular shaped lamina, playground. So I will draw the sketch. This is the playground. Is twice of its breadth. Here we have to we can deal with different methods. So here either length or the breadth is not given, just they are mentioning twice. So I mentioned that the smaller length is the breadth as per this equation, right? It is the length is twice of its breadth. So I write Puta, write the breadth as x. Breadth is marked as x. Okay. The length is twice of that breadth. So breadth x, length is twice. Twice. Multiple of 2. Multiply by 2. So x twice means x into 2. That gives you 2x. So the length is 2x. Right. Breadth is x. Then twice of the breadth means 2x. Okay. That is fine. Now, okay. Now they have given the perimeter of the playground is 360. Now, in terms of x, write an equation for the perimeter. How to write the equation for perimeter? Perimeter equal, right? Here 2x plus x, here also 2x plus x. So you can write here 2x and x. So you can add up all the outer length. So 2x plus x plus 2x plus x, or as we did previously, length plus breadth 2x plus x, and multiply with 2, that expression. So that sum equal the perimeter, that is given 360. Now you can write 2x, 2x, 4x, 5x, x, 6x. So 6x equal 360. Now you have to divide by 6 to subject x. So just divide by 6, right? Then 6 cancelled. So x equal 60 centimeter. So the meters, right? Units are meters. So x equal 60 meters. So what is the x? So x is the breadth. X is the breadth of this rectangle. So what is the length? Twice of that. So now I write that is the breadth. So breadth is the x, breadth is 60 meter. Then I can write length is twice of the breadth. Twice means 2x. 2 into x, x is 60. So that gives you 120 meter. This is the formal way of doing, but I will then again explain the shortest way, the easiest way rather than that. But the concept is similar. පුතේ මේක හරියට උස්සන්න. right නියමයි ඈ හොඳයි. දැන් අපිත් එක්ක ඉන්න දරුවෝ ටික නියමෙටම වැඩ කරනවා. හරි ආසයි උත්තර දානවා හැමෝම. හරි උද්‍යෝගයෙන් වැඩ කරනවා සබ්ජෙක්ට් එකට. ඒක තමයි එකම රහස මැත්ස් පුළුවන් වෙන්න. හරි විෂයක් පුළුවන් වෙන්න නම් අපි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම කළ යුතු දේ තමයි අපි ඒකට ආස කරන්න ඕනේ. right ආදරය කරන්න ඕනේ right ඒකට එතකොට තමයි අපිට ඒක කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ අපි යමකට ආස කරොත් අපි නිතරම ගණන් හදන්න යොමු වෙනවා උත්තර ගන්න යොමු වෙනවා ඒ ආසාවමයි අපි සාර්ථකත්වයට හේතු වෙන්නේ ඒ නිසා හැමෝම විෂයක් ඉගෙන ගන්නකොට ඕනම විෂයක් ඉගෙන ගන්න කාලේ දේවල් වලට ආස කරන්න ඉගෙන ගන්න ආස කරන්න එතකොට අපිට ඒක පිහිටනවා විෂය උනත් පිහිටනවා හරි right. Okay, Putte. Right now it is fine. So I will introduce you a short method, but the concept is similar. මේ concept එකෙන් මම යන්නේ x කියන එක නැතුව හිතන විදිය. Right. So in that case, I take this is my rectangle. So they are saying that length is twice of breadth. So instead of algebraic terms, right, I write breadth is 1. So length is twice of that. So twice of that mean breadth 1, length is twice. 1 ki twice. Ekye degune, ekye degune 2. Right, okay. Now you can find out what is the perimeter. Length and breadth, what is the sum? 2 plus 1, that is 3. So 3, but perimeter means similar 2 parts, then 6 parts. So 6 units, I take as units, huh? So 2 plus 1, 3. 3 into 2, 6 units is the perimeter. Perimeter 360. එනම් units 6ක් තමයි 360. එනම් එකක් හොයන්න පුළුවන්. 1 is how much? Right? 360 divided by 6. Then it gives you 60 meters. Now එකක් 60යි කියලා ඉන්නේ. පුතේ එකක් තමයි breadth එක. එහෙනම් breadth එක 60යි. ඒ වගේ දෙකක් තමයි length එක 16 to 2 that gives you 120. So that is how you deal. But the similar concept here, just you got 1 as the breadth, but here x. Here twice of that means 2. Here twice of x means 2x. Same condition, same concept, but some students are afraid. සමහර පුදුමාකාර බයක් තියෙන. Right. Right now, හොල්මනක් යකෙක් දැක්කා වගේ බය වෙනවා. මොනවටද algebraic ආපු ගමන් algebraic expressions ආපු ගමන් xy දැකපු ගමන් හදන ගණනුත් බැරුව යනවා හැබැයි එහෙම වෙන්න එපා දැන් හරියට concept දැනගත්තොත් ඕන එකක් හදන්න පුළුවන් හරි ඒකයි මං කිව්වේ එකයි කියලා දාගන්නවා breadth එක එක වගේ දෙගුණයක් නම් මෙහා දෙකයි එතකොට perimeter එක ගන්න මේ ඔක්කොගේම sum එක එතකොට 2 1යි 3යි ඒ වගේ parts දෙකක් තියෙනවනේ එතකොට 6 6 units 6 units තමයි 360 වෙන්නේ එකක් හොයන්න පුතේ 360 6ෙන් බෙදනවා right පැහැදිලිද ක්‍රම දෙකම
Yes, sir.
හොඳයි
So I send you the answer.
yes okay we saw that very good හොඳයි පුතේ right නියමයි right okay are you okay up to now any questions ප්‍රශ්න අහන වෙලාව දැන් ඕන් ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න ඕනේ මොනවද doubts මොනවද questions මොනවද විස්තර you can raise any questions regarding the lessons that we discussed up to now. Question in time. Any questions? What about the streaming, right? So you can clearly visible the board as well as sound. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, great. Right. හොඳයි පුතේ. දැන් ඉස්කෝලේ හැම පටන් ගත්තද lessons පටන් ගත්තද? maths එහෙම start කරාද?
Not yet, sir.
Okay. Right. හරි. එහෙනම් අපි දැන් lesson එකේ අවසානම part එකට යන්නේ. අද අපිට මේ lesson එක ඉවර කරන්න පුළුවන්. මේක ලොකු lesson එකක් නෙමෙයි. Right. එහෙනම් අපි ඒකටත් යමු. ලියා ගන්න topic එක the last part of this lesson. Perimeter of composite plane figures. perimeter of composite plane figures. Perimeter of composite plane figures we are discussing now. Right. What is the composite means to you? Composite කියන්නේ මොකද්ද පුතේ? දන්න කෙනෙක් කියන්න බලන්න. Composite plane figures කියන්නේ මොනවටද? Composite means, right, more than one basic plane figures are combined together. And it create a composite figure, right? කියන්නේ basic figures කිහිපයක් එකතු වෙලා හැදෙන figure එකකට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ plane figure එකකට composite plane figure එකක් කියලා. Right, so composite plane figure contains more than one basic plane figures and create a composite plane figure. So now we are doing that composite plane figures. Imagine this is the figure idea. So I have a square. This is a basic figure with side length. Right, I take side length is 5 centimeter. Okay, then I combine for this one a triangle, equilateral triangle. So to give an idea what is composite figure and how to deal with the perimeter of the composite figure. So I combine these two. Right, this is equilateral triangle with side length 5. Okay, then the composite figure is this one. Right, combining these two figures together. So square combined with, right, this is the square combined. Right, I attach this to the together the triangle. Okay, now here all four sides equal. Right, and here these three sides equal. Right, here 5 centimeter and here 5 centimeter. Right, now I will write individually the perimeter of this plane figure. Can hamon pute perimeter? Right, of this square, one side length is 5. So what is the perimeter? 5 into 4. That is how much? 5 into 4, 20 centimeter. Okay, then I find the perimeter of this equilateral triangle individually. Then tell me what is the answer? 5 into how many sides? 3 sides. Then what is the answer? 15 centimeter. Now I check perimeter of this composite plane figure. Right. So how to find the perimeter of this plane figure? ඔන්න වරද්දනම තැන. අපි plane figure එකක composite එකක වුණත් ඕනම plane figure එක perimeter ගන්න starting a point and you are adding all the outer length. What is the exact wording? All the outer length, external length. So you are not running inside length. So now how many similar sides are being taken? One, two, three, four, five. So all are equal in length. So shortly we can find out one is 5 centimeter. Likewise, how many sides are there here to add? 5 only. So perimeter of here is 5 centimeter into 5. That gives you 25 centimeter. But if the students think that when combining two basic plane figure, it created a composite plane figure. But see, what is the perimeter of here 20 and here perimeter is 15, right? But here you can see that perimeter of the composite is 25 centimeter. Some students think that perimeter of individually basic figures, when you add these two figures, it gives that the perimeter of the composite plane figure. That is not correct. You can see that 20 plus 15, 35, but here 25. So these are not equal. Not equal දාන්න මෙහිමයි. Equal දාලා මෙහිම රටිරක් අදිනවා. වෙනවාට මොකද අයිඩියා එක composite plane figure එකක් ආපුවාම ළමයින්ට කරන්න පුළුවන්ද individually figures වල perimeter හොයලා එකතු කරාට එනවාද composite එක නැහැ. Here the why it happened here when you paste these two sides being attached together, and then these becomes inside length. So inside length is not taken for the perimeter, so you have to take all the outer length only. So these two sides being pasted, and then it is not considered to the perimeter. That's why the reason. So keep in your mind, you cannot add individually the perimeter, and you cannot add to take the perimeter of the composite figure. So you have to think the outer length sum throughout this figure. Right. Write down this example. This is example for that. මේ විදිහටම ලියා ගන්න. එතකොට මොකද්ද පුතේ කරන්න ඕනේ අපි composite හොයද්දි වෙනම යාගේ outer length එක බලන්න. So you are not running inside length. That is the important part.
Done, sir.
Once you finish, you can raise your hand.
Sir, I am done.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sidmi, you from which school? Subati, Esali. Okay, right. Okay, so what is the idea? බලන්න idea එක කියන්න පුතා මේකේ. Right, you cannot take adding individual figures perimeter when you have a composite plane figure. Right, you have to just consider all the outer length of the composite plane figure. Right. Now we will do a questions plane figures having composite plane figures. Okay. Right. See there. First example. This is a rectangle. So I have mentioned the dotted line inside length. Here 12 centimeter and here 8 centimeter. Right. And here these two sides equal given and here 5 centimeter. Find the perimeter of this composite plane figure. Right. Draw this one. First example. These two sides equal and here 6 centimeter. Here these two sides equal. One is 8 centimeter. And here it is given 7 centimeter inside length. Draw these two composite plane figures. Right, draw these two. right? So Puta, right at all outer length and come to the starting point. හැම විටම බලන්න එක තැනකින් පටන් ගෙන right ආයි එතෙන්ට මෙන්න external length එක add කරගෙන ආයි පටන් ගන්න තැනට මෙන්න. එතකොට මග හරි මැගහැරෙන්නේ නැහැ පිළිවෙලට යන්න. Right, I mark a point A here, right, running through the external length here 12. So I write in the bottom 12 centimeter. Then I add this length that is 5 centimeter. Then I add again this length, similar length, 5 centimeter. Right. Then this length that is 12, similar to this length, 12 centimeter. And then finally 8 centimeter. Right. So now you can add up all these together. 5 to 7, 12, 14 and 22. 2 is remaining. 4, right? Then it gives you 42 centimeter. 42 centimeter, right? පැටලෙන්නේ නැහැ පුතා. පටන් ගන්න තැන ඉඳලා right පිළිවෙලට ගිහිල්ලා external ගිහිල්ලා ආයි එතෙන්ට මෙනකන් length එක add කරන්න. නැතුව pattern එකක් නැතුව මෙහි කලවමි කරන්න ගිහුවම සමහර වෙලාවට length miss වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Right. Hands up those who got the answer, 42 centimeter. Right, okay. Well done, my students. Very good. Now we will move to the next question. Right, everyone try to do this one. Right, Puti. Send me your answers to the chat for the second question. Okay. Right. Okay, Puta. Right here it is given that 6 centimeter. So two sides being equal. Here also 6 centimeter. Here 8. Here also 8 centimeter. Now you have to add up all the length, outer length only. Remember that. So you are not running inside, right? You are not running inside, just outer length. So I start by this point 6, 8, 8, 6. Okay. So it says that 6 centimeters similar to, right, 8 plus 8 centimeters similar to, right, then 6 2 into 12 plus 8 2 into 2 16. So you have to add these two, then it gives you 28 centimeter. So that is the perimeter. Hands up those who got the answer. Right, Nimai. Okay, now I will draw several composite plane figures you to do, and basic idea, you take only the external length only, right? So you are not running inside the length. The other thing, you cannot add individually the plane figures length and add the figures at the perimeter to take the composite perimeter, because we know that if you add this triangle perimeter plus this triangle perimeter, it doesn't use the perimeter of the composite figure. I show you through an example. Okay. Now I draw several two figures you to do, right? Deal with this composite figure. Right. So these are the two plane figures given to find the perimeter. Right. Draw correctly. Right. හැමෝම ඇඳගන්න answers දෙක දාන්න හැමෝම. Right. We got the Sidmi's answer. Very good. So you have to start from a certain point and right, run throughout the outer length and add all the external length. Okay, good, Hesali. We got your answer also. Right, Puti. Right. On the balana kramiye. Now I starting from this point and I will show you easiest way. මෙතනින් පටන් ගන්න පුතේ මෙන්න මෙහෙම ගිහිල්ලා right coming back to this point, that is the sum of outer length. Okay, right, here I can show you a method. Right, what is that method? See there, so I can shift these sides to the upward. Right, so this is now being shifted. So I can shift this length to this side. මට මේක shift කරන්න පුළුවන් ගලවලා මෙතෙන්ට ගේනවා. Now what is the shape it creates? This 10 means this is a square shape now. So how to find the perimeter in easiest way? So now it reduced to, right? It reduced to square shape. So that is 10. Then the perimeter gives you 10 centimeter into 4. Then that gives you 40 centimeter. That gives you 40 centimeter. That is the perimeter. Understood? Right. In that way, huh? Right. I explained it in a different way. This side is shifted to this and this side is shifted to up. Then it enclosed as a square. Then 10. Then what is the sum? 40 centimeter. Okay. In the other way also, I will explain that one. See there. So this is and this. Right. Here 3, here 3. So you can find out this length. How? This is 10 and this part is 3. Part 3, then this part is 7. Similarly, the whole part 10, this part 3, then here also 7. So likewise also you can find out. So just starting here 3 plus, here 7 plus, 7 plus, 3 plus, 10 plus, 10. Adding all these also gives you the answer 40 centimeter in that way also. But here you can shift upward, shift rightward at the sum. Right. Okay. පැහැදිලි නේද හැමෝටම? නියමයි. හොඳයි පුතේ. අපි එහෙනම් last question එකට යමු. Fourth question. Right. So this is the way of dealing. So I starting with this point, right? And I'm running throughout this length. This one, this one, this one, right? Coming back to this one. Okay. So perimeter gives you now here easiest way. Similar two parts, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 centimeter, 4 parts there, it gives you 8 centimeter. Now these parts been okay. Right, then I take this part, 6 parts. How many? 1, 2, 3, again 4, 5, 6. So 6 parts, how much? 6. Then it gives you 36 centimeter. 6 into 6. Harine me kali 2 high. Then what is the balance for the figure enclosed? The balance is this 20 and this 20. Right, then I have 20 into 2 parts, then that gives you 40 centimeters. So now you can add up all these, right? 8 as a line into this, then 8 plus 6, 14, 1 remaining, 84. Hands up those who got the answer 84. Right, very good, well done. Nima Puti. Okay. Hari. Hari. Hari පුතේ පැහැදිලි නේද එහෙනම් perimeter කතාව, right? So we discuss the perimeter today. Totally, what is a perimeter, what is the definition? The perimeter is the sum of all outer length of a plane figure. Then we discuss the perimeter is measured by linear units like linear meters, linear centimeters, linear kilometers, likewise. Then we discussed the basic plane figures perimeter in the square, rectangle, triangles, in different 3 types of triangles. We discussed the perimeter of basic plane figures. Then we move to the perimeter of composite plane figures, and there we identified we cannot add the perimeters individually of the basic figures and take the composite figures perimeter. So on not that way, right? We then so that we have to add all the outer length, exterior length of the plane figure, right? හොඳයි පුතේ, right? ඔයාලට පුතේ grade 8 වලදී මෙන්න මේ book එක අපි ගන්න ඕනේ. හැමෝම ලියා ගන්න. මෙන්න මේ පොත ගන්න. Master Guide, Master Guide English Medium Maths පොත ගන්න හැමෝම මේ සතිය තුල English Medium Maths Master Guide book එකේ part 1 එක ගන්න. එතකොට අපි මේ පොතේ exercise ටික කරගෙන යමු පන්තියේ යන ගමන්ම. හරිනේ. එතකොට ඒ ටික මම මොනිටර් කරනවා, ඒවා ඩිස්කස් කරනවා. right. එතකොට හැමෝම මේ පොතේ නම ලියා ගන්න Master Guide English Medium Maths. එතකොට මේ සතියේ පොත අරගෙන perimeter lesson එක start කරන්න, perimeter පාඩම. හැමෝටම ඇහුණානේ මේ පොත Master Guide English Medium Maths book එක ගන්න. හරි. හොඳයි පුතේ. එහෙමනම් අපි අදට සමුදෙනවා. ඒතර මේ සතියේ homework එක Master Guide පොතේ perimeter lesson එක complete කිරීම, පොත අරගෙන ඒක වැඩ ටික කරන්න. ඊට පස්සේ අපි ඒවා discuss කරමු පන්තිය තුලත්. හරි. එහෙනම් පුතේ අපි ලබන සතිය මුණ ගැහෙනවා third lesson එකත් එක්ක. හැබැයි මේකේ තව ටිකක් ගණන් ටිකක් හදනවා අමාරු ගණන් ටිකක් හදලා අපි third lesson angles start කරනවා right එහෙනම් හැමෝටම ආයුබෝවන් පුතේ හැම දවසෙම පන්තියට සහභාගී වෙන්න උන්ට විෂය ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕන ප්‍රශ්නයක් පන්තිය තුල අහන්න සහ මට මැසේජ් එකක් දාලා අහන්නත් පුළුවන් එහෙනම් අපි හැමෝටම සමු දෙනවා ආයුබෝවන් so we will meet by next Tuesday the same time 4 p.m. thank you very much
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.